In this video, we are making Chatgpt go against Gemini in making the best granny clone from scratch. There won't be any external idea given, no instructions and no detailed prompt. All we are gonna do today is ask for a game and we will see how the AIs will come up with stuff on their own. So watch this video till the end. So first goes Chatgpt. We should always expect great things from Chatgpt. This man went $1.4 trillion in debt just to make this AI. It should not disappoint us today. So here is thinking mode enabled. Here we choose the extended thinking mode and now we should type something here. Make me a web-based clone of the game, Granny, using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and 3.js. It can be divided into multiple code files, which I can structure them in a folder inside VS Code and then run it on the web. That should do it. Now it's just a waiting game for us for a while. Okay, so the first response is completed, and honestly, this is a lot of code for a web-based game made by an AI. Also, we have to structure all of these code files in this format inside VS Code. So I'm gonna speedrun that. Okay, so all the code files are now in place and they look like this. I really hope this game plays well, so we add features in our next prompt instead of figuring out the errors. So here goes nothing. So the game is not playing right now. Right after starting, we die immediately and the restart button also does nothing. So let's see what the console says our error is. It says failed to resolve module specifier 3. That is our error and I don't know what that means either. So we're gonna just take a screenshot of that and give it to Chatgpt to figure things out. Also, we need to ask Chatgpt to give us a replacement for the faulty code block, because if he writes the entire game again on every error, then we will have a long day. Okay, so the game is now running after I replaced the code files and ran it again, and we have a huge problem now. We don't have a single light source in this game. It's pitch black right now. I think you can guess what we are gonna ask Chatgpt to add this time. So we have to replace our world code file, so let's replace it really quick and run it again. Okay, so we definitely have lights in the environment, but I want them 10 times more brighter. So here it is, magic. I asked the AI to add intensity to the lights and quickly patch the game so you don't get bored. And now the game really has the horror feel. Let's move around and see if we can find the key. The environment is actually kinda nice. Wait, is that the key? Yes, it is. What's that? Ah. So the red cylinder is the granny. Guess we know what to ask next. So here we are back and now that should be our granny. Wait, holy shit, that looks terrifying. But how do we actually play this game? I have no idea, and I have never played the granny game before. So we're gonna ask Chatgpt to take care of making a guide for the player and also what other features it recommends to add to the game. Okay, so the game has now a guide menu and it clearly tells you how to play the game, like pressing H to hide near a hiding spot. I didn't know about that before, but the game is still difficult or I suck in the game. But now I'm curious about this. What will happen if I say yes to these? So Chatgpt has given me a big list of stuff to add to the game, which will literally change every single line of code and that might break the game entirely. Or we're gonna get an awesome game. So yes from my side. And also subscribe and like this video while Chatgpt is coding for us. So after asking for a complete overhaul of the game, we have got replacement code files for literally all the previous code files. So let's replace those. And now it's the moment of truth. And the game is not working. I think this will be solved pretty easily this time. So I fixed the problem myself. It was just typing a single S in the name of this file. And now the game runs, but again we have no lighting. So let's fix it. Okay, so the lighting is now working, but the environment looks really white and colorless. We can walk around. These boxes are apparently interactable stuff. These are hiding spots and Granny's AI is also very dumb. So let's rant about these to Chatgpt one final time because it's already taken like 1.5 hours to reach here. So this is the final version of the game by Chatgpt. It can definitely keep on working with it, but after like 2 hours of constant coding and debugging, it has reached here. Tell me in the comments what do you think about this attempt of Chatgpt. Obviously, we can collect items, get chests by Granny, But there's also a lot of other problems, like there is not even a single door for escape, and once you go upstairs, there's no coming back. So I'm not fully fond of ChatGPT. Now it's Gemini's turn. Let's enable the Pro mode and then give it the same prompt that we gave to ChatGPT. Gemini is actually a very decent AI when it comes to making web-based games. So let's see how it does. Right off the bat, the folder structure is way simpler than ChatGPT's. We have only 5 code files in this one. So let's build them. And is that it? This was 5 code files and each were very short. I don't know if this will be a decent game or not. Let's run it to see how it looks like. It's called Granny Web Edition and it's not even opening. Let's tell about this to Gemini. Okay, so I just applied the fixes and ran the game, and not gonna lie, the game is kind of scary. The sensitivity in this game is a bit crazy and we also cannot see really far. Also, the granny is just a cylinder. So let's ask Gemini about fixing these and hopefully the game will come together. So this is the fixed game and the aesthetics and feel of the game is coming together. Here is the master key. Let's grab that and let's find the door. I think that's the door. And when we go near the door and press E, nothing happens. The door just moves 2 feet away from us. That's weird, and also the granny cannot kill us. So let's work on that for now. So Gemini generated these codes to replace them with the previous ones. Let's do that and see the game after that. Okay, so granny can kill us this time, but where's the door for escape? I asked Gemini to fix that and also add more rooms and props to the game. Wait, is this a bedroom? That's sick. There is a ceiling light but it's emitting no light. And the granny is scary this time. But there is not much things to achieve, like gameplay I mean. So let's ask Gemini to make a whole objective lineup for us to follow in order to escape from the house. Okay, so this is the game after making some adjustments and it looks good to be honest. I asked to make the environment a bit brighter because too dark means we can't see where we are going. And here is the key. Now we have to go to the kitchen and get a crowbar. Is that the door to the kitchen? Well, the granny is zooming right now. Wait, what the hell? She's so fast. We need to nerf her. So this is the gameplay after nerfing her. We can actually play this, but I noticed a problem that the fuse is on top of this giant cube and we can't really get to it. So we need to ask Gemini one last time to adjust that as well. Okay, so this is the finished and final game. We are taking this one seriously. We should finish the game. Let's get the master key really quick. After that, we need the crowbar which is here. Granny is following us by the way. Then we need to break this door. We need to find the battery now which is here. Now we have to activate the fuse. And finally, we can open the door now. We already have the key for it. Here it is. And the door didn't open. Why is that? It just moved towards the ceiling a bit. I don't know why. How are we gonna win this now? Let's just die now. And that's it for Gemini's turn. Honestly, it's just surprising how bad AIs are at coding and doing stuff a bit complicated. And people are worried because AI will take their jobs. Now you should comment down below who you think was the better coder and how good do you think they were compared to your expectations. And also subscribe to my channel and help me reach my goal of 1000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in the next video.